Welcome to the Endless Gap Year podcast, your weekly advice podcast from two moderately successful or barely holding it together Zillennials. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Endless Gap Year podcast. I know that we've been away for a little while, but we are back recording episodes again. How are you, Kyra?
I am well, thank you. It has been a while. It's been a while since I've actually talked to you, Brin, so it'll be good to catch up today.
Yeah, well, we've had a lot going on, haven't we?
We definitely have had a few major life changes for both of us. What have you been up to?
Well, I think that we filmed the last podcast while I was still studying. Since then, I finished my degree and I've actually moved to Europe.
Yeah, that is a massive change. How was the end of your degree? How did you feel about it?
It was pretty stressful because we were moving like literally a week or two after I finished my classes. So I didn't even get my full degree certificate before I left the country. But yeah, it was good. I'm glad I finished. I'm ready to do something else, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What have you been up to, Kyra?
I have moved away from home as well. This is my second time moving away from home actually, but I decided to do a season in the snowfields in Australia. In Jindabyne I've moved to. And yeah, I've started a job. Well, I'm nearly finished the job actually. The season's nearly over. That's how long it's been since we've talked.
It's been months.
Where exactly did you move to, Brin?
Well, we spent about a month and a half in southern Spain, where my partner's from, and then we have moved to London.
Yeah. And was it hard finding a place there to live?
Oh yeah, the rental market here at the moment is just insane. So many people are moving back post-COVID or semi-post-COVID. But we arrived at around the start of August, and for 3 days I just went and viewed properties for us to move into because we wanted to move straight away, and we didn't want to live in a hotel because that's £100 a night, just to stay in a fairly dodgy hotel. And so I viewed 20 properties in the first 3 days, and we got accepted on 2 of them that I put offers in on. But it just didn't feel right when they were like, oh yeah, you got it. Like, I wasn't excited to have it. Like, I just felt stressed. So we ended up declining both of them. We've actually moved into this thing called CoLiving Space, which is basically like a hostel for adults.
Oh, that's interesting. Tell me more.
So basically you get like a studio room, and we are paying through the nose for it, but that's because we're only staying 3 months. Because the other problem with getting a place was that Lewis's contract has an initial 3 months and then the potential for an extension. And so we didn't want to rent somewhere for a year, and then if his contract doesn't get extended, what do we do? And like, that situation is incredibly unlikely. So it wasn't like we're genuinely worried about that, but like, of course, if we booked somewhere for 12 months, that would have happened.
Yeah. Just okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we ended up booking this co-living space. We have a 3-month contract here, and you get a studio room, it's small, but it's bigger than a hotel room. So small wins. But we also get a co-working space. There's like a library, there's a lounge area, there's 2 different terraces, a gym, a cinema, like a shared kitchen and laundry, just lots of other little rooms around the place. The meeting room that I'm currently in.
That's interesting. That's such a good idea for young people if they're just moving to a new city and need accommodation as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think that it's an interesting idea. I'm not sure how successful it will be in the future.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. it's strange. Like, it seems like a lot of things are broken. The building's only been open for like 8 months. And
Okay.
he had like 4 things broken. So I don't know if the person who lived there before me was just like didn't care for the space at all, or what it was. But yeah, it's also still very expensive compared. Like, we're living right on the edge of the city, and
Yeah.
if we catch the tube in, it's like 45 minutes to an hour on the tube to get just to the centre, but not to necessarily where we need to go to.
Yeah.
Or there's a fast train that takes 15 minutes, but it's like £6, I think. For the fast trains, it's more expensive than just catching the tube. So I think that if you work in the city, it's not necessarily the best option.
Yeah.
It's also not in a great area, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Well, there's some down. But I feel like there's heaps of stabbings everywhere in London, though.
Oh, there's, like, compared to Australia, London is just so dangerous. Like,
yeah.
I feel endangered.
Yeah, that's crazy because I'm literally living in a small country town, and you're living in this massive city.
Well, yeah, but that's the same as like our hometown is a small country town. So
I know, but I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere here. Like, my Woolies doesn't even have the adapter I want. Like, we've only got a Woolies. Can't go to Kmart. And yeah, I can't find eyebrow dye anywhere.
just use hair dye, surely.
I could, yeah.
It will either be good or a disaster.
Yeah.
Order
bleach. That's a trend, apparently.
Right, how's he doing at the moment?
They have pencil on them.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, at least on camera, they look darker than your hair. So
yeah, well, that's plus.
Well, yeah. So what have you been doing while you've been at the ski fields?
So, this was a really quick decision, me deciding to go here. I was just really stressed about, because me and Brin usually go to the snow quite a bit. We have done our whole lives, like for a few trips each year. And I just couldn't find accommodation this year, so I thought might as well just move to the snow for the whole season. I'll have accommodation with work. I'll find like work with accommodation and I'll be set. So that's what I did. I went on to Facebook, actually, found work with accommodation, and I started as a barista at a little privately owned cafe on the ski fields. And that's what I did. Yeah, I just barista for a couple of days a week, and then I snowboard the other days.
So where are you staying right now? You said you've got accommodation through work. What's that look like for you?
Yeah, so I was really lucky. I've got accommodation in town, in Jindabyne. So the snow in Australia and New South Wales, we have like a town called Jindabyne, and then we have 2 ski fields that go off it. And my accommodation's right in town. It's a brand new house. I've been really lucky this year because I know lots of people that are working for the season have shit accommodation, like sharing with 6 people. The windows don't close. The dryer doesn't work. Like, just horrible. I'm sharing with a great group of people that I also work with. In a nice new house with everything working. I did share with one girl at the start of the season, but she has since left, and I've got a whole bedroom to myself with an ensuite and a walk-in wardrobe. Nothing gets better than this, really, at the snow, like for snow accommodation. It's pretty good.
So yeah, what's your plan after the snow season finishes?
So originally I wasn't going to do snow season. I was just going to work heaps and earn heaps of money and then go to Canada for a season. And now I've just decided to just go to Canada for a holiday. So I'm going to move back home, work a bit, like really hard, for a solid month or 2. Then I might go over and visit Brin in London, and then go to Canada for a holiday, and maybe go back to Europe. I don't know. It's all up in the air now.
Well, when are you thinking of coming?
I think January or December or January. It's just really expensive with flights right now.
January's so weird.
What, January? What do you mean?
January? I said January.
January. Oh no, it's putting me out now. But yeah.
Yeah, it is expensive to fly over at Christmas time. Either way, to fly back to Australia.
It's cheaper to fly to the UK first and then to Canada, but yeah, I've just got to organise it because I'm planning to go with friends, and it's a bit hard to see what everyone wants because everyone wants a summer in Europe, but I want to come back here for the snow season. So,
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, people can still stay on in summer and you can go back. Like, you don't all have to have the same flights all the time.
I know, but if I fly to you first and then go to Canada, then it'll be winter for you first, and then.
Well, yes, that is the way.
And it's cheaper that way. So if I go to Canada, it's the same price flying to Canada as it would be to fly to you and then Canada.
Right, okay. I think it's better to fly to me and then Canada.
I think so too, but everyone wants a European summer, so.
But you don't have to go with everyone else.
I know, but that's so fun. Maybe I could go to you and then Canada and then come back.
Yeah.
I could do that. I just, yeah.
Yeah, like you can come back.
I know, but it's just, maybe it's not expensive. I don't know. I
feel like it's a better flight though to go from Canada to the UK and then stop in the UK and then go from the UK to Australia, because isn't that flight starting next year the one that goes direct?
Yeah, I think so. And I also think I just find it really scary flying straight over the ocean, straight to America from Australia.
Leaving Australia, though, is just straight over the ocean anyway. Like, do you know how long it is between Australia and India? I would say it's a really long time.
Were you stressing on the plane going, I'm over the ocean?
No, I wasn't stressing, but it was like I was sitting on the plane. I didn't sleep at all, right? Because I just don't sleep. Lewis, as soon as he sat down, he ate his first meal and then he slept basically the rest of the flight.
Oh, I wish I was him.
But no, I was sitting there and I finished watching all of the movies they had available. I slept for 3 minutes before someone ran into me and woke me up. And then what was I going to say? Completely lost. Oh, and then I was looking at the map. And I was like, oh, we've been in the air for like 8 hours now. We must be over like Abu Dhabi or something. No, we were still over the ocean, hadn't even reached the edge of India.
Well, my flight, when you first moved to England, my flight with Dad, our seats didn't decline. And so I watched every single movie and didn't go to sleep as well.
You also had a broken collarbone. I don't know why Mum and Dad didn't buy premium economy seats or didn't try and upgrade you to premium economy seats.
I know, they're such cheap, what are they called? Cheap skates, yeah.
That was so rough for me.
It really was, and I had the worst pants on as well. They were so tight and annoying that Mum wanted me to wear because they look good in the airport, you know?
But I feel like you can still wear stuff that looks good in the airport without being so uncomfortable.
You can. I once
when I flew over, I wore like a white t-shirt, like blue linen pants, but these are like my loosest linen pants. So like even if I'm super bloated, they don't stay up properly. So they were very comfortable to be on the plane with.
Yeah. Thankfully, I need to do that next time.
Yeah. Because, there's still lots of cute airport outfits that aren't so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And, are you going to fly premium economy?
If someone else pays for it, yes.
You should fly premium economy. It's not that much more expensive. No, it's not that much more expensive, though, compared to, when the prices are like normal prices. I don't know what the prices are now because I haven't been looking. But I think it's worth whatever the extra was when we were initially going to book. We should have booked it because it's worth it. Because you sit next to just one other person, and you have enough space to like actually sit.
Yeah,
and,
okay.
Climb more, and you get slightly different meals, but I think that the meals are all like.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't really care about the food.
I think that the most difficult thing about it was that we were sitting like right on top of other people.
Yeah.
Because I think that the Qantas seats, I flew Qantas, and I think the Qantas seats usually recline quite a lot.
Yeah.
Compared to other airline seats. But it was just like, on the first flight, the flight was basically empty from Sydney to Perth. We got a whole row to ourselves, and then 2 rows behind us were empty, and there were heaps of empty rows, basically.
Yeah.
But that was only 4 hours. When we got on the plane from Perth to London, the thing was full. Not a spare seat on the entire plane.
Yeah, that was like a non-reclining seat one, yeah.
Yeah. And then, but the non-reclining seat was because it was broken, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was like, surely they have to have reclining seats on flights that long. Unless it's like Scoot. Anyway, there was a lady sitting next to us. She slept the whole time. I don't know how you can sleep for that long. She went to the toilet once in 16 hours.
God, that's impressive.
That's bad for your bladder, though.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
She had tea and coffee and like a Coke and everything. Like, I have a Coke and 20 minutes later I'm in the bathroom. Like, I don't know how this woman did it. Anyway, she was sitting on like the window seat bit, but we didn't even have a window.
Oh, yeah.
We had a bulkhead. Or not a bulkhead, what's it called? Like, just the bit where there's not a window because of there's something on the outside of the plane. And she was there. And like Lewis was sitting in the middle, and then I was sitting in the middle for a bit. Yeah, and it's just so uncomfortable to be so close to people you don't know.
It is, yeah.
I don't know.
The only long-haul flight I've had, apart from the non-reclining seat one, had no one on it. So, yeah, it was lovely.
Or was that on the way back?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good when there's no one on it.
Yeah, it is. It's really hit and miss though, isn't it?
Yeah. I think at Christmas time though, that's always a busy time to fly.
Yeah.
I don't know. People do like they like try and hack the flights, and they get really cheap deals. I don't know how they do it, because I was checking all the time. And even when I was checking all the time, like when I was checking a lot, business class was $3,000 a seat.
Wow. Yeah.
Which is that's not that bad, right? Because we paid $2,000 a seat for economy when I ended up.
Yeah. Okay. That is expensive.
Which it was even cheaper. Like, it was cheaper to book premium economy when I was initially looking than it was for the economy seats we ended up with.
Yeah. Maybe what I should do is, fly over to you for Christmas.
Yeah.
To Spain, should I?
Oh, it's so difficult to fly to Spain, but fly to us here, and then we'll all fly to Spain.
Yeah, and parents can pay for the flight to Spain.
Flight to Spain's nothing.
Oh, is it? Because I looked up a flight from London to Switzerland, and it was like the same as a flight from here to London.
Okay, first of all, I'm not sure how you've managed to make that so expensive, because it's like, I reckon it'd be £200 to fly to Switzerland. Which is like $400, right?
Yeah, it was that, yeah.
Which is like fine, but that's because you're trying to fly to Switzerland in the middle of the snow season.
Yeah.
And the people flying to Switzerland then are the people with money.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should go. Yeah, so I'll go to London, then to Spain, and then back to London probably, and then to Canada, spend a few weeks in Canada, and see Asha and whatever. Then fly
back in Canada.
No, she's up the top. She's in North America, so it's like only 3 hours away.
Do you mean North United States of America?
Yeah. That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah.
I don't know. That's okay.
And then I'll fly to Europe for a bit of summer with Susie. Yeah.
But summer doesn't start in Europe until halfway through June.
No, okay, no, for May, that's kind of like summer-ish.
Summer doesn't start until the 22nd of June in Europe.
Maybe I will work in Canada for a bit then.
You need a working holiday visa.
Yeah, I'll just get cash jobs. Oh, I can stay in Canada for 6 months.
Visa free.
Visa free, yeah.
Go to the UK for 9, visa free.
I thought you said it was 30 days.
No, that's the EU. You can stay for 90 days in a 180-day period.
Oh.
Otherwise, you need a visa.
Yeah, look, my thumb is...
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, it is. I cut it with a bread knife.
Anyway, put that on the podcast.
You should ask me, what have you been up to?
What have you been up to?
Oh.
Huh?
You ask it properly.
I did ask it properly. Oh, I'm not cutting anything.
Fuck.
This is a woman who gives no shits anymore. What have you been up to, Kyra?
So my life has changed completely since moving to the snow. Okay. So, since starting my job, I've met so many people. I live and work with the people I work with.
Now that I've said I'm not cutting anything, you're panicking, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. And I've also lost all my sense of, I don't know, how to speak. No, actually, apparently I'm the most literate person at work. I don't know if that's a thing, but... Anyway, and I've been snowboarding heaps. I went backcountry, which is like outside of the resort at the start of the season, and I'm going to do it when the season ends as well, actually. And we went...
Tour?
Yeah, on like a little tour, just with a few people. We went hiking up the hill and then snowboarded back down. It was so fun. I highly recommend. Pardon?
Did you have like a guide?
Yeah, so when I went, we had two guides, and it was a big group of girls actually. But the next time I go, it's just going to be like 4 people.
But still with a guide.
Yeah, who's our boss? Like, yeah, with
okay,
a guide.
so someone who understands.
And he's our friend, so like.
Yeah, okay.
Like a big fun thing, you know. And what else?
Work environment to me.
Yeah.
We're a family.
No, we definitely aren't. Actually, working a season with the same people for 4 to 5 days a week has made me realize a lot of things. There's this thing called the mid-season blues, or what's it called? August blues, I think. And it's a point in the season in August where everyone cracks the shit and just hates their life.
Right. Could that happen to do with the fact that it's dark? Couldn't that just be like seasonal affective disorder?
Yeah, I think it's because we've worked so hard. In Australia, the school holidays kind of line up, and you've done like it's been really busy in the school holidays, and it gets to the point where it's just been busy for so long that everyone is so just sick of it and ready for the season to end. Anyway, we had that at work. Every single person was just angry for a different reason, but we all had it. And now we're over that hump and we're into spring, and it's wonderful because nobody's here, no tourists are here, it's just us, it's springtime, and we're ready for it to end. But we're also really going to miss it. Yeah. Also, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to Falls and Hotham, which are resorts in Victoria. And they come with our pass. And last week...
I didn't know they came with your pass.
With the Epic pass, yeah.
Okay.
And last week I went to Thredbo for a day, which was so fun.
But a day, isn't it?
Pardon?
But a day is enough, isn't it?
No, I'm going to buy a season pass next year.
Really?
For Threadboat, yeah.
All the way. Threadboat, I found boring. After
Yeah.
I went on the school trip, after a week,
Yeah.
I was like, I've been down all of these runs 25 times. They're just long and wide. That's it. Maybe it's nicer if you're a snowboarder, but I feel like Perisher, like there's so many different technical runs that you can go on as a skier.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
But Perisher is also really busy this season. Like the car park fills up every single weekend, and
spaces for your work though.
Pardon?
Do you have parking spaces for your work?
No, but like where we go, we can park wherever pretty much. But yeah, it's just so busy.
Guthiga and go up.
Pardon?
Don't you just park at Guthiga and then go up the chairlift when you go?
It's a 40-minute drive to Guthiga, and it's only like 25 to Perisher.
True.
Yeah, but
then is it another 20 minutes to park in Perisher and wait for the lift?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's just busy everywhere though. Like the lift lines are hectic. Like you just don't go on a Saturday and Sunday kind of vibe. Anyway,
Saturdays and Sundays though?
Pardon?
Do you work on Saturdays and Sundays?
At the start of the season, I didn't work on Saturdays. I would have Saturdays off, but now I work Saturdays, Sundays.
That's good for you.
Yeah, but so I've been to Thredbo and Perisher, and I'm gonna go to Falls and Hotham, and I'm also gonna go to Charlotte's Pass, which means I have skied at every single resort in Australia this season, apart from Mount Buller and the one in Tasmania that doesn't count.
Oh yeah, what's that one called? That one's a Jacob's Ladder, isn't it?
Yeah. It's at the tip of my tongue. Ben Lomond.
Oh yeah, Ben Lomond. Yeah.
I don't know if the resort's called that though, but Selwyn's closed, so that doesn't count either. So
yeah. Well, you've skied more Australian resorts than me, but I've now skied in 4 countries.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Well, I'm winning.
I know, but soon I will have beat you. Not country-wise, but...
Oh, you've skied in more different resorts than me.
Yeah.
But I've skied in Australia, Aussie, and then Switzerland, Italy, and Spain.
Which is practically the same thing because they're right next to each other. Apart from Spain.
The Switzerland and Italy were right next to each other. Literally from one to the other in a day.
Yeah.
But I want to ski in France this season, I think.
I was going to say you should ski in France.
I don't know how the ski is. I don't know how the snow is in like Germany. I know that Austria has Alps. But all of the resorts I know in Europe are like in Switzerland or France.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I really love the après culture here as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been going out heaps, and I'm going to be really upset when I go back to home because although this is a small country town, it's got a major nightlife in the winter time. And Nowra, really. Yeah, it's like the demographic here is just all young people doing a season, pretty much.
Okay, well, I feel like we've actually recorded a lot longer than this episode was meant to be.
Yeah, you know why? Because we actually don't talk to each other. This is our way of catching up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to end this episode here, but we're going to record more episodes. Look out for more interesting episodes in the future. We're thinking of like doing some interviews with different people who have some interesting stories as well, because even though it's nice for us to talk to each other, surely people don't actually find that interesting. Can't blame you, honestly, because basically we've just talked for 20 minutes about where's the cheapest flight to and from. So yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, please like it if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching it on Spotify, just watch to the end, or listening to it rather on Spotify. Maybe if you're in Kyra's cafe, she'll play it for the whole day.
I will. I have told so many people about this podcast, and everyone asking when the next episode is going to be. And guess what, guys? Here it is.
I'm glad that we have such a loyal following of people.
I know. Well, just because I've forced everyone to like it.
You've really hyped it up, have you? Maybe
I really have.
Anyway, yes, that's the end of this episode, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Au revoir.